Hey friends, this is just going to be really quick because I told you guys I would do a flip of my A6 bullet journal that I used for most of this year, just so you can see kind of what it looks like here at the end of the year after I've basically filled it up. There's about 15 pages in the end that didn't get used, but I just wanted to run this through you guys really quick, run through this for you guys really quick. Please excuse my inability to speak today. So this is an A6 Taroko Shop Enigma 2 notebook with Tomoe River paper in it. So that's what I'm working with. It's a true A6 size, of course. And it's dot grid paper. I don't know if you can see, I think it's 5mm dots. Let's bring this up for you guys. Ta-da! And it has an index in the front, 4 pages, that many pages, 4 pages front and back of an index, and then the rest of it is just dot grid pages, and then in the back, and I've torn out some pages too, it has like ink, swatching pages if you're into that. Obviously I only use black ink and I'm not super into that. And then it's got these pages that I never was able to figure out what they were for, and then it's got, you can see it's kind of fallen apart after being used every day for a year, but you know, it's got a month at a glance calendar for 2018-2019 because I bought this in 2018, and then there's a ruler there, and this is a sewn binding, sewn and glued if I recall correctly, and it lays flat, so when you're writing, you know, that's what it looks like, which I loved, and it lived in Giulio Firenze A6 Appunto for its entire life. I took it out when I stopped using it because I have other uses for those Appuntos besides storage. But this is what I had. So, and what I used for tabs, they're literally just like little sticky notes that I folded in half. These are not like professional tabs, I just wrote on them. So I have December 2018 through September 2019, which is when I stopped using this and I went to the Hobonichi Weeks. And then on the side, I just had tabs that I would move for like online orders, Willa's birthday planning page, fitness tracker, Willa's health log, and then habit tracker. So I'll just flip through this really quick for you guys. This will be a super fast video, just kind of to show you what it looks like. Like I said, the binding is kind of super broken here after almost a year of daily use. I don't care about that personally. I like the look of broken in notebooks, but if that's something that would bother you, this maybe isn't the notebook for you, or maybe just take better care of your things than I do. I am notoriously not super careful with my planners and my notebooks because I don't want to feel like I have to be delicate with it. I want to use it. I want to use it for what it's for, so my stuff ends up looking kind of busted by the time I'm done with it, but I love it. So here in the front, that's a picture of my baby when she was a small baby. Now she's a big baby. This is a Foxy Fix vinyl sticker folder thing. That next page has my address on it, so we're going to skip that one. Like I said, this is an index, so what I would do for indexing was just regular old bullet journal style. Anything that wasn't a regular daily or weekly would get indexed with the page number. And so like on this one for January fitness tracker, it started out as a January fitness tracker, and then it just turned into the regular fitness tracker because turns out I didn't work out in January. So it was on page 31, and then it eventually carried over onto page 125, so that's what that is there for. I believe bullet journal lingo calls that threading, but I don't know the specifics of that, so I'm not going to go into it. So I just wrote there, and then in parentheses, I wrote the page that it continued on. Same thing happened there. That's just what I was indexing. So I was doing traditional bullet journal monthlies at this stage in my planning game, which is just exactly what this looks like. Date and day down the side, whatever your tasks are out next to it. These lines are dividing off the weeks, so not like a Monday start to my weeks. So like that was a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then again all the way there. That's just so there was some kind of division, and it's not just like a line of numbers and I'm like, oh, I don't know what week it is. And then this one I did a to-do list like there on the same page because I wanted a 2-page spread, but then I didn't like the way that that looked. So for January, I did like it carried over onto the 3rd page, and then that was to-do list there. But the entire month I did my monthly layout the same way all the way back to September, which is the last month I did one in here. This was a really consistent year of planning for me. I did all of my weeklies like this the whole year, and this is Amanda at Ink Imperfections. This is her weekly planning style. I did not come up with this on my own. I took it from her. But this is what she does. So just Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then the dates. Some days or some weeks I had to skip lines, so each day got 2 lines instead of 1. It just depended on how much I had going on that week. And that was for appointments, anything that was date specific assignments due for school. Like for this one, it was group promo and peer evaluations on Monday. Wednesday was payday. I had a dermatologist appointment that day, but then I didn't go to it. Willa Kate was 3 months old. 3 months old. 3 months old. Oh my God, 3 months old. Never mind. Okay. 3 months old. Moving on. Family photos, just date specific stuff, budget round 2 complete. And then down here was stuff that I needed to get done at some point during the week and may or may not have actually gotten done. When I finish it, cross it out. None of this is color coded. I'm using a color coding system now in my weeks, but I was not doing any kind of color coding when I was in this system. I did this for this first 2 days where it took the whole page. I didn't split the page in half. Didn't like that, don't like wasting space. So the rest for the whole year, all of my dailies look like this. Split page. This is a at sign Planner Jules thing. Again, I did not think of this. That was something I saw on her Instagram. Gosh, probably 3 years ago when I first joined the Instagram planner community. Got that from her. So kind of like some of the things that I was working on, Christmas gift ideas. This was my first online order tracker list, and this was super simple. Like none of my stuff is fancy. I'm not gonna be the fancy bullet journal person. That's not me. It was literally just the date there, what I ordered there, cross it out when it shows up. The end. So that's just some of, I still like the way these pages look. They would just look like nice. I just like the way that they look. So just dailies, weeklies to discuss with my OBGYN, notes on my dryer because we had to buy some parts for it. So I'm just trying to check. I didn't mark like any of this out before I started this video. So some of this is like personal information. So I'm trying to peek before I flip the page to make sure there's nothing there that I need to like skip. Interview questions, more dailies. That was my 2019 header page. Once again, very fancy. January monthly, So, and most of this is just all the same thing. I did about 3 weeks worth of affirmations. Didn't keep that up. Dailies. Lily Kate's health vlog. Started this in January. This was inspired by, like I said before, Sierra at SM Plans. She has these in her shop, like inserts that you can buy if you're using rings or a bullet, or not a bullet journal, a traveler's notebook or something like that. You can buy these at SM Plans. She's having a baby, y'all. Ah, planner babies. 2019 daily goals, those didn't happen. January fitness tracker, you can see I worked out 4 times in the month of January, so then it turned into my all-year fitness tracker. Questions for Willis Pediatrician, more monthlies and weeklies, and other notes and things like that. So just flipping on through here, it's just a bunch of the same. For a few months, I printed out these freebies from Sierra's shop. My tongue doesn't work. At SM Plans, again, she posted these freebies in her Facebook group. So for a few months, I printed out these and used them on my monthlies. They're just pretty. I didn't like use them. They're just pretty. I just liked the way that they looked. More online orders. Lily Kate's first birthday planning, wish list. Like, this was seriously the most boring year of planning for me. I didn't do anything special or different. It was literally the same thing every single month. Just flipping through here to see if there's anything that pops out. May planner freebie. I really liked the April one, that was pretty. I did budget tracking in here for a while, and then I gave up on that because it turns out I can't stick to a budget. More dailies. There's June health vlog. Started doing gratitudes in June, kept that up for a few months, and then gave up on that. July health vlog. See, gave it up in July. You'll see like sticky notes littered throughout here. Sometimes I run out of space on whatever like it is that I'm trying to do, so I'll just throw in a sticky note. No rhyme or reason to that. August, song lyrics. Really, this was just like a catch-all notebook for everything. Like it was with me all the time. If I needed to remember something, it went in here. I flipped to the next page, wrote it down, moved on with my life. There was no special organization system. There was no stress about crossing things out or scribbling things out or messing anything up. And I still don't, have that in my weeks. That's just not how I plan. I need it to be functional and not pretty. Not that there's anything wrong with making a pretty planner. It just is not, my brain doesn't work that way. My brain is so basic and compartmentalized, and it needs everything in black and white. Oh, you can see this is one of the weeks where I did 2 spaces. My food's done. USPSA matches. I started doing habit trackers like the one that I currently am using in August, I think, halfway through August. So I literally picked it up on the 12th. That's when that starts, is on the 12th. When I was figuring out what I want to do for my planner next year. Sticky notes. Oh, I did try a different planning system when I was toying around, like before I decided if I wanted to commit to the weeks. I was playing around with the layout in here. So that was, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Monday start like they have. That's my Willa health vlog there. And then my brain dump task, the way that I'm currently doing it, I did that for a little bit. I hate drawing spreads. I hate it. So I definitely would not have kept that up, because drawing planner spreads is not fun to me. I don't enjoy it. I just need it to work and to go. That was trying a different layout for my habit tracker, and that's the end. So this has 200 It has 266 pages, but I tore out 20 pages here. I don't remember why. Oh no, I do remember why. I originally had my future log back here. That's why that's December. I originally had my future log just like January, February, March, April, May, you know, 1 page per month just to write in anything that happens. But then I started using a traveler's notebook insert, A6 size, just tucked in the back as my future log. So then I tore out all those pages. Probably that's why my binding broke. I imagine that if you don't tear pages out of your notebook, you won't have that problem. But I did, so I do, but I don't care. And so then I just have about 20 blank pages back here. And another Foxy Fix vinyl sticker back there that doesn't have anything in it, but it did have stamps in it when I was using it. And that's my 2019 bullet journal. I don't know if that gives anyone any ideas. I don't even know if you guys really cared to see this, but that's what I was doing for the majority of this year and some of last year. And I really enjoyed it. It just wasn't working for me anymore. I needed more structure. So the Hobonichi Weeks has actually been a saving grace in terms of my planning. It's just enough structure to make me feel like at peace and not give me anxiety about planning, but still gives me the freedom that I need as far as like making lists. And then I got the Mega for 2020, so I have room in the back for all of my like random notes that I want to do or that I need to do that I take throughout the days of my lives. So I really hope you enjoyed that. That was when I was tracking water for a little bit. One water drop was one like of my 32-ounce jugs of water, but then I wasn't drinking them, so I gave up tracking that. I gave up tracking a lot of things this year because I realized that it just didn't serve me. And like what's her face says, if it doesn't bring you joy, just get rid of it. Tracking my water didn't bring me joy, so I got rid of it. Every time I think of that, all I think of is Emily Gilmore holding up a dress to herself in the Gilmore Girls Year in Our Lives series, and she just says, no joy, and tosses it. That's all I think. If you haven't seen Gilmore Girls, I'm sorry that you didn't understand that reference. You should definitely watch it. That's my bullet journal for 2019. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions about the notebook or about what I was using or what I was doing or how it worked or how my brain works or why I talk so much or, you know, anything like that, just let me know. I'm happy to answer anything. Otherwise, peace out. Hope you guys have a fabulous Tuesday. Is this Tuesday? Tuesday. Hope you have a fabulous Tuesday. Adios.